Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball here on 1390 KRRZ. I am Jared Sleppy and today is the series finale between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the Fremont Moo. As of right now, the series is split one game apiece as the Sabre Dogs won in walk-off fashion on Friday night. It was a wild pitch behind the batter Austin Reno, and Cruz Taylor scored home from third. And then yesterday, Sabre Dogs really struggled to get anything going on offense as they only had a total of 8 hits and were only able to get 3 runs, with one of those being in the first inning and the other 2 being in the 7th. So for the Moo, they are now trying to climb up in the Clark division as they now find themselves 6-7, and there has already been some action around the league. So let's get to the scores, as there's been 3 doubleheaders that have already finalized, including Pierre and Wheat City. That game started at 12:39, in which the Trappers won 4-0. And then a game starting at 1:32 was West Nebraska and Casper, in which the Horseheads upset the Pioneers 7-3 at home. And then the Big Sticks blowing out the Hot Shots 14-0 at 1:38 was first pitch then. All 3 of those games part of 2 7-inning doubleheaders. And also a game that started a couple hours ago has not finalized just yet, as the Sasquatch from Spearfish are leading Hastings 11-5 in the bottom of the 9th. And then the second of the doubleheader games getting underway, as the Trappers and the Whiskey Jacks are tied at 0 in the top of the 3rd, and the Big Sticks and Hot Shots are tied at 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. And then West Nebraska and Casper were supposed to start at 4:35, and I'm not quite sure if that game has started yet because we don't have a score posted. This game's set to go at 5:35. So standings have been updated, and the Big Sticks now with 7 wins in a row. They are now 11-3, 4.5 games up on the second place Hub City Hot Shots, and they're 5 games up on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs as they come into tonight's game 6-8. Wheat City is now 4-8 as they just lost their first game in the span of 3 days. They are now 6 games back, and they are in last place, and a half game in front of them are the Trappers, who beat them earlier today. They are now 5-8 and 5.5 games out of first. As for the Clark division, things are a little bit tighter there, surprisingly, as the Pioneers drop a game. They're now 9-3 and 2 games up on the Spearfish Sasquatch, who are 7-5 and 2 games back. The Fremont Moo are 6-7 and 3.5 out, and so are the Casper Horseheads coming off that win against the Pioneers. And then in last are the Sawbusters at 5-9, 5 games out of first place. So the Sabre Dogs got a lot of work to do here, not just tonight, but for the rest of the season, as rainfall begins to pour down here on Corbett Field, as they'll probably be here for about 30 minutes to an hour. It's a very spotty system that's coming through, as it might pour for a while and then it'll let up and we can get back to playing some baseball. I doubt it'll be delayed. It might for a little bit, I'm not quite sure. The system is a little unpredictable in terms of how fast it's moving. But regardless, we most likely will finish this game tonight. It's not going to be here for a while. So the Sabre Dogs have a game to make up on the 17th. That will be against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. But before that, they have 6 straight games against the Hot Shots starting on Tuesday. It'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series. All of those games starting at 6:35, and then a home series at 7:05, 7:05, and then 5:35 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, respectively. And then they get 4 straight games against Wheat City, the first one being at home, the next 3 on the road in Brandon, Manitoba. So the Sabre Dogs got a lot of work to do, and that will start with here tonight, as they will try to get their 3rd win at home, as they have 3 wins and 6 losses. So their home record 3-6. We'll go and send it to commercial. We will come back with your starting lineups in just a few minutes. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Here are your starting lineups for tonight's game, starting with the Fremont Moo. Leading off and playing left field is Tyler Push. Batting second and playing short is Kanan Dodge. Batting third and playing third base is Charlie Hesse. Batting fourth and DHing is Jack Simonson. Batting fifth and catching is Omar Vilos. Batting sixth and playing first is Evan Laney. Batting seventh and playing right field is Jacob Wagaman. Batting eighth and playing second is Dylan Sears. And batting ninth and playing center is Rocky Botello. As for the Sabre Dogs, leading off and playing left field is Philip Childs. Batting second and playing shortstop for the first time since his injury is Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing center field is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and playing third base is Chauncey Callier. Batting fifth and DHing is Justin Henley. Batting sixth and catching is Drew Pollum. Batting seventh and playing first base is Sam Powers. Batting eighth and playing second is Austin Reno, and batting ninth and playing right field is Wilson Rubion as he comes back after his day of rest. On the mound for the Moo is Jadarian Mays, and this kid is good. I mean, pretty much everyone on this roster is really good, on the pitching staff at least. He's played 2 games so far. He started once, but he only went 3 1/3 innings, in which he allowed just 1 run, as he got a strikeout, but walked 6 batters and allowed 5 hits, so his ERA is actually lower than his WHIP. His ERA is sitting at 2.70, and his WHIP is at 3.30. So he's got some work to do, and will be asked to do a lot here against the Sabre Dogs, the second start of the season. And as for the Sabre Dogs, it'll be Matt Houlihan, who is on for his second start and his 3rd appearance of the season. So far, he's 1-0, has allowed 7 earned runs in 10 innings, 10 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 7 hits, 140 WHIP, 6.30 ERA. Hopefully he'll try to get that down a little bit today. Starting pitching staff, a little bit shaky so far this season. They hope to try to turn that around here this afternoon on a rainy day here in Minot, North Dakota at beautiful historic Corbett Field. First pitch set for about 5 minutes or so. Got the national anthem coming up. We'll go and send to another commercial break. Actually, we'll just play a song through that, and we'll be back coming up. We have first pitch right here on 1390 KRRZ. right, so things getting underway a little bit slowly here as National Anthem just finished. We'll get the first pitch underway as soon as possible as the Sabre Dogs in the Fremont Moo taking on here in a Saturday afternoon. Currently the series tied 1-1 after last night. The Moo got the best of the Sabre Dogs 7-3. As the Sabre Dogs come into tonight's game 6-8, and the Moo come into this one 6-7. In an update on some of those scores that are going on right now, the Spearfish Sasquatch and the Hastings game that's just finalized. Sasquatch improved to 8-5 on the year, and they are now just 1.5 games back of the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And as for the Sodbusters, they dropped to 5-10. As they are now 5.5 games out of first place. As for the Lewis division, things a lot more separated as the Hot Shots are 4.5 games out in second. And as for the Sabre Dogs, they are 5 games out. Other scores going on right now. The Trappers lead the Whiskey Jacks 1-0. The Big Sticks trailing to the Hot Shots 4-2 in the bottom of the fourth. And the West Nebraska Casper game just got underway. It was scheduled for 4:35, but with the conclusion of their first game in the doubleheader, they went ahead and postponed that a little bit further. So, Matt Houlihan on the bump. And as for the Moo, it is going to be Jadarian or J.D. Mays. Let's go ahead and get to the Moo's batting order. It'll be Tyler Push, Kanan Dodge, Charlie Hesse, Jack Simonson, Omar Vilos, Evan Laney, Jacob Wagaman, Dylan Sears, and Rocky Botello. And as for the fielding order for the Sabre Dogs in the infield, it'll be Chauncey Callier playing third, Sam Powers playing first, Mason Dennison at the shortstop position, and Austin Reno at second, with Houlihan on the bump, and Palm catching. In left field, it'll be Philip Childs, Bruce Taylor will be in center, and Wilson Rubion will be in right, so another rest day for Hunter Holland. And we'll get to the other way around in the bottom of the first inning as Houlihan looking for a second win of the season as he comes into this one 1-0. Sabre Dogs trying to get out of a cold spell from their hitting as coming into this game, they are, as a team in this series, hitting .242, which is 10 points better than their season average of .232. They definitely need to get both of those up if they want any chance of being competitive this season. Wind up and the pitch. And we are underway as that one is in there for a strike to Tyler Push. A lot of the first pitches have been balls so far this season. I think all but one first pitch has been a ball this year. That one misses for ball one. That'll even the count. So Sabre Dogs trying to get back to one game below 500 before going on their 3-game road trip against the Hot Shots. The 1-1. It's a grounded foul down the third base side, and it will be 1-2. This is a big one for the Sabre Dogs. They need any momentum they can get at this point in the season. Their schedule does not get easier. Here's the 1-2. This one foul out of play. First time that the Sabre Dogs have ever faced the Fremont Moo, both this season and in Expedition League history, as this is the inaugural year of the Fremont Moo. One of two new teams, along with the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. Here's the 1-2 from Houlihan. This one grounded foul once again. Next year, Expedition League getting 2 more teams. One officially coming to Grand Forks. The second one is to be determined. Once again, here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Houlihan starts with a little bit of momentum here. That is Houlihan's 11th strikeout of the season, averaging right at 9 strikeouts per 9 innings coming into today's game with 10 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts. So I'll bring up Kanan Dodge for the Moo. First pitch, swing and a miss. Kanan Dodge having a very good series. He's 3 for 7 with 2 runs, a double, and 3 RBI. The 0-1. This is outside for ball 1. The 1-1. This is low for ball 2. 316 to the poles, 356 to left and right center, and 410 to dead straightaway center here at Corbett Field. 2-1. This is low ball 3. Sabre Dogs are in their Sunday Reds, and the Moo are in their orange unis. They wore those on Friday. The 3-1. Now this is up and in for ball 4. That is walk number 8 on the year for Matt Houlihan. Hesse could be having a better series. He's just 1 for 8 with 2 runs, a strikeout, and a stolen base, but still the leading hitter on this club with a .350 batting average in his 7 games he's played. Now in there, strike 1 in the upper portion of the strike zone. Hesse playing third base for the Moo today. He started there yesterday, moved over to short after Kanan Dodge started at short and went on to pitch in the 8th and 9th innings. Throw back to first. Just nonchalant throw by Houlihan, just making sure that Dodge doesn't do anything over there. Dodge has 4 stolen bases, which is tied for the team lead. The 0-1 from Houlihan. Now misses low and away for ball 1. Dodge is one of 2 players with 3 hits so far in the series. It's Dodge and Peter Carlson, who is not in today's lineup. The 1-1. That one misses for ball 2, low and outside. Big secondary lead by Dodge. After the pitch, Pollum fake threw over to first. Watch out for him going here. It's a 2-1. Runner goes. This one hit at the shortstop. Double play ball if he hurries. He's got 1 and gets 2, both by a half step. So a 6-4 double play. Good job by Dennison to get that out of his hand in a hurry as Kanan Dodge was heading for second. So a 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. We'll move to the bottom of the first. And we'll stay right here to announce tonight's starting lineup for the Sabre Dogs. It'll be Phil Childs leading off, Mason Dennison batting second, Cruz Taylor batting third, Chauncey Callier batting fourth, Justin Henley batting fifth, Drew Pollum batting sixth, Sam Powers is going to bat seventh, Austin Reno will bat eighth, Wilson Rubion batting ninth, and then mentioned that Matt Houlihan is on the bump. Here is the fielding order for the Fremont Moo. Catching is Omar Vilos, and on the bump is J.D. Mays. Charlie Hesse is over at third. Kanan Dodge at short. Dylan Sears at second. Evan Laney at first. It'll be Tyler Push in left. It'll be Rocky Batolo in center, and Jacob Wagaman in right. And then designated hitter is Jack Simonson. He is batting cleanup. We'll see him lead off next inning. So J.D. Mays, mentioned before the game, having a solid start to his season, however, doesn't have a lot of work so far. 3 1/3 innings in 2 games, 1 start. And has just one earned run against him with a 2.70 ERA, but a 3.30 WHIP, as he has allowed 6 walks and 5 hits, as WHIP being walks plus hits per inning. So that means that he allows 3.3 walks and hits in an inning. Ideally, you want to have that below 1.5. So it'll be Philip Childs coming to the plate. He's had 2 games in the past 3 with 3 hits. He went 3 for 4 yesterday and 3 for 5 on Friday. Or excuse me, rather on Thursday in the series finale against the Big Sticks. See if he can continue his success, or will be a every other game type thing, which it has been so far. He has played in 4 games. He has had 2 hitless games and 2 3-hit games. So we'll see what he does here this evening. He, as of right now, has a batting average of .353, which is the second best on the team, only behind Chauncey Collier. However, he does have just 4 games under his belt, and he was batting .233 coming into yesterday. So his batting average will fluctuate a lot within these first few games. He has 3 runs, 1 RBI, 2 strikeouts, and 2 stolen bases. Both of those snag bags were yesterday. Childs, a 5'9" sophomore from the University of Texas, Arlington. First pitch to him, hit in the air. That will be fouled out of play down the first base line. Childs starts behind in the count. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. No, fouled back. Make it 0-2. So basically what you're going to expect tonight from Mays is allowing a lot of hits and a lot of walks, but getting out of jams, as that's what Sabre Dogs hitters have been failing to do, is scoring with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 is thrown way behind the head of Philip Childs, but missed it by about 3 or 4 feet. And J.D. Mays looks at his hand, kind of licks his fingers, and makes sure that his hand is sticky enough for this next pitch. So it appeared just slipped out of his hands as he shakes his head. Here's the 1-2. This one hit at the shortstop dodge. Go over to first. In time by a step for out number 1. Mason Dennison comes to the plate, playing shortstop for the Sabre Dogs for the first time since last Wednesday. 6 for 28 on the season, batting .214 on the year. He has 9 strikeouts, 6 runs, and 3 stolen bases with 2 doubles and a triple. If he can get a higher on-base percentage, watch out for this guy because he is quick. He get a lot of stolen bases in a short amount of time. This one is hit well to left field, and that one is gone for a solo shot. Mason Dennison goes deep. His first home run of the season, and the first home run by a player not named Chauncey Collier, Cruz Taylor, Hunter Holland, or Jace Edwards. As that is home run number 8 by the Sabre Dogs as a team. As the home run chain is crowned by Hunter Holland onto and around the neck of Mason Dennison, the shortstop for the Sabre Dogs. So they get the first run of the game, and that brings up Cruz Taylor, who has had a fantastic series for the Sabre Dogs. He's 3 for 5, a .600 batting average with 4 runs. The most by a Sabre Dog in this series. First pitch, and there's strike 1. So that hit right there is the 6th on the season allowed by Mays, but just the 2nd earned run. Here's the 0-1. A breaking pitch. This is inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. 2-1 count coming up for Cruz Taylor. Wind up in the pitch from Mays. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Not a fast swing, but a long one. Especially in his follow-through. The 2-2. This one is ripped down the line, foul. That was hooking, and getting out of the way is Ben Bennett. Heads up over there. So we will redo the 2-2 with one out. Sabre Dogs with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. And that one is going to bean Cruz Taylor. That is his 5th hit by pitch in the last 3 days. He had 2 yesterday and 2 on Friday.
That brings up the third baseman, number 10, Chauncey.
So that brings up Chauncey Callier, the third baseman for the Sabre Dogs. He's 4 for 7, the most hits by a Sabre Dog in the series, with 3 RBI and 4 stolen bases. All 4 of those were on Fridays. That one is a grounder to the catcher, and that was right in between Mays and Velos, and Chauncey beats it out. It'll be an infield base hit for Chauncey Callier, as Taylors will advance to second. That will bring up Justin Henley.
Number 24, Justin Henley.
Henley, the designated hitter for the Sabre Dogs. Henley 4 for 38 on the season with a 105 batting average. First pitch to him. In the dirt for ball 1. Mays in a jam after giving up a solo shot to Mason Dennison. The 1-0. Swing and a miss was ahead of that breaking ball for strike 1. The 1-1. Now misses way outside for ball 2. JD Mays trying to get out of the jam here. Still just 1 out, 2 men on for the Sabre Dogs. The pitch. Misses for ball 3 low. From the stretch, Mays will go back to work. The pitch. Now it misses for ball 4, so bases are juiced for Drew Pollum. I'll bring up the catcher for the Sabre Dogs, Pollum, 5 for 23 on the season, batting just .217. 4 runs, an RBI, and a stolen base. First pitch, fouled out of play. So Pollum just one of 7 Sabre Dogs to be above the Mendoza line. Here's the 0-1. This one grounded foul. Mendoza line being the 200 batting average. So 0-2 coming up to Pollum. That one misses for ball 1. This one grounded at the second baseman Seals, throw over to first in time, but that will be an RBI for Drew Pollum. As Cruz Taylor scores the second run for the Sabre Dogs. And Callier will advance to third, and Henley on to second with Sam Powers now batting.
That brings up the first baseman, number 28.
So Pollum gets his second RBI of the season, and that brings up Powers. Comes into the season, or excuse me, rather comes into the game batting 5 for 38 on the season. First pitch swing and a miss on a strike upstairs. The Moo will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up in the second inning. That's Simonson, Velos, and Laney. 0-1. Hit high in the air. And Backing up is the shortstop Dodge in the shallow outfield. Will make the catch for out number 3. And already banging his glove as he walks off is the pitcher J.D. Mays, who gives up 2 runs to start in the bottom of the first. So we'll move to the second inning. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Radio on 1390 KRRZ.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Sabre Dogs lead this one 2-0 after a solo shot by Mason Dennison to lead things off, and then a hit by pitch to put Cruz Taylor aboard, a single to move him to second by Callier, and then a walk to load the bases by Justin Henley. That followed up with a Drew Pollum RBI ground out. The Sabre Dogs left 2 stranded as they lead 2-0 going to the top of the second. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Fremont Moo. Jack Simonson, the designated hitter, Omar Vilos, the catcher, and Evan Laney, the first baseman. Wind up and the pitch from Houlihan. This one ripped into center field for a base hit. Lead off first pitch base hit from Jack Simonson. Just the 4th hit of the season from Simonson as he came into today's game batting just .111 on the year. So Omar Vilos comes to the plate. Just 1 for 9 on the year. Misses upstairs for ball 1. Vilos has played in both games, but started just once. He's 1 for 6 with 2 RBI and 2 strikeouts. This one hit right at Houlihan. Double play ball. He's got 1 at second. Throw over to first. In time, double play. Heads up move by Matt Houlihan. Be a 1-6-3. Now bring up Evan Laney with 2 outs. So 2 double plays for the Sabre Dogs already. Evan Laney has not played in this series yet, and coming into today, comes in with a 125 batting average, just 1 for 8, with 4 games played. This one misses upstairs for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Sabre Dogs have Austin Reno, Wilson Rubion, and then Philip Childs, the 8-9-1. Batters coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom portion of the second. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count to Laney.
There's 2 strikes on our can of the night. If you want some free soda, let's make some noise.
I believe the rain has passed. We'll keep an eye out on the weather coming up. Is that one about 3 feet in front of the catcher Drew Pollum? It looks like this system might miss us to the south. There was a little bit of rain earlier on, but it has started to clear up a bit. Once again, it feels like a chilly fall day here on June 9th. And that one misses somewhere, somehow. That will make the count full. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-2 count for Matt Houlihan. The windup and the pitch. Got him. Strike 3, upper portion of the strike zone. Looked like that was the same pitch in the same spot 2 times in a row. So 6 batters, 6 up, 6 down for Houlihan. We will move on to the bottom of the second, coming up after the break. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Sabre Dogs up 2-0 as the Sabre Dogs will come to the plate for the second time tonight. The Austin Reno leading off, Wilson Rubion on deck, and Philip Childs in the hole. J.D. Mays back on the mound. Shea Bennett has proved that he will leave a pitcher out for a while, even after giving up quite a few runs, as on the opening game, Bobby Mays Jr. gave up 4 runs in the first few innings, and he was out all the way till the 8th inning. He came out after 7 1/3 innings pitched, as the first pitch to Reno is in there for strike 1. Reno could be having a better series. He's 1 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. That one misses for ball 1. The 1-1, and that's going to hit Reno in the back. And he will reach via hit by pitch, and that will bring up Wilson Rubion, who had a day off yesterday, batting .333 on the year, which is 3rd on the team. At least it's 3rd amongst players who have played in 7 or more games. So that would exclude Childs, who's coming into tonight's game batting .353. First pitch, that one gets away from the catcher Velos, and that will go down as a passed ball, which will advance Austin Reno over to second. Runner in scoring position with no outs. And now Bennett is going to make the walk out to the pitcher's mound and talk to Mays about a strategy here. Let's take a look at the scores around the league. Starting out with games that are going on right now. The Trappers lead the Whiskey Jacks 1-0. The Hot Shots lead 7-2 over the Big Sticks in the top of the 6th. Casper Horseheads lead the Western Nebraska Pioneers 5-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. And as for the games that have finalized, the first game in the doubleheader between the Trappers and the Whiskey Jacks went the Trappers' way. They won 4-0. First game between the Horseheads and the Pioneers went in favor of Casper 7-3. And a 14-0 win for the Big Sticks over the Hot Shots earlier this afternoon. And then just one game between the Sasquatch and the Sawbusters, and Spearfish won that one 11-5 over Hastings. That game started at 2:05. So here's the 1-0 to Wilson Rubion, and that one misses for ball 2. Wilson on Friday went 0 for 4 with the strikeout. The 2-0. Hit into right field, past the diving second baseman Dylan Sears for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Reno, and throw will be not in time, and the Sabre Dogs get a run for a second consecutive inning. As Wilson Rubion continues where he left off with an RBI single. 3-0 Sabre Dogs lead brings up the top of the order Philip Childs. No outs. Runner on first is Rubion.
That brings up the left fielder, number 19.
Wilson with just one stolen base this year. First pitch, this is upstairs. Wilson with just his 4th RBI despite having 15 hits. Tied in the league for 10th place in hits. Wilson goes. This one's hit down the line. It'll be caught by the diving Hesse. Long throw over to first will be dropped as Childs ran into the first baseman Laney, and now rounding third and coming home, and coming in, and he will be out at home plate is Wilson Rubion. And now Childs is injured at first base as he ran in very hard into Evan Laney. As the trainer will check up on him. It's a good heads-up play by Rubion, but he will be thrown out. It'll be a 1-3 play at the plate, or excuse me, rather 1-2. Let's try that one more time. A 4-2 play at the plate. So it'll be 1 out, and Childs will be on first base if he is healthy enough to stay out there. We'll see if that goes down as a hit or an error. I believe they're giving him the hit. And Childs will stay out there. And that will bring up Mason Dennison, who had a solo shot in the first. Already 4 hits by the Sabre Dogs in this game.
Mason Dennison.
Sabre Dogs trying to improve to 7-8 on the year. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. This one fouled off of Dennison's leg. And he did that on Wednesday, and it was one of the many things that happened to him that led to him missing some time this past week. So he's good to keep going as Corey Thompson started to walk out there. Here's a 1-1. Misses outside, ball 2, throw it back to first, check on Childs. He's in there safely. Now 2-1, runner on first, 1 out. Sabre Dogs lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Mays hesitates, now goes for second, and this one's going to be fouled. And that will be caught in foul territory in left field for out number 2. Childs was a few feet from second base. He had to retreat.
Brings up the center fielder, number 11, Bruce Taylor.
I'll bring up Taylor, who got on via hit by pitch. That was his 5th hit by pitch in the past 3 days. He eventually came around to score. He was brought in by a ground out by Drew Pollum. Throw back, a lob throw by Mays over to first. First pitch to Taylor as Childs goes. Pitch is in there. Tough time grabbing the transfer was Velo's, and Childs is in there safely with his 3rd stolen base of the season. Count is 0-1. The pitch. Low for ball 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Coming up for the move, it'll be Wagaman, Sears, and Botello. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the first time in the 3rd inning. The 1-2. Some grounded foul. Matt Sartwell going over there and retrieving the foul ball. Pitched a couple days ago, not his best effort. One of the many relievers trying to get their game going here this season. And now Taylor wants time as Mays was looking over at second for a long time. This one is hit at the first baseman, Laney. And he will get out number 3 unassisted. So that'll send us to the top of the third as Houlihan has retired 6 straight batters to start his game. We'll be back right after these messages on 1390 KRRZ.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs now lead at 3-0 after an RBI single by Wilson Rubion. As Matt Houlihan will be back on the bump. He has 2 strikeouts and 2 double plays with a walk and a single. It's been nearly perfect so far today. See if he can continue that here in the 3rd inning. 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Jacob Wagaman, Dylan Sears, and Rocky Botello. Reminder that the Sabre Dogs are on the road coming up on Tuesday. They will take on the Hub City Hot Shots in a 3-game series. And they will continue their series against the Hot Shots here at Corbett Field on Friday through Sunday. See if the Sabre Dogs can get back on track. And getting a win here, holding on to this 3-run lead would definitely help. As they're trying to get back to 500. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one misses for ball 1, a little bit outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Make it 1-1 coming up. And that one misses inside for ball 2. Wagaman playing in his first game in the series, infielder from University of Nebraska, Omaha. That one misses inside. University of Nebraska Omaha knocked out in the first round of the College World Series after winning their division, or excuse me, rather conference. Here's a ground out to the 3rd baseman Callier for out number 1. How about UNO this year, making their first ever NCAA tournament appearance? My college, Kansas State, wasn't able to beat the Mavericks in a 3-game series. Actually, it was 2 games. It was home and home. They went 0-2. First pitch. Misses low for ball 1. K-State not exactly a baseball school. Here's the 1-0 to Sears. That one misses high for ball 2. Sears plays for the Western Illinois Bulldogs from Westphalia, Iowa. That one misses low for ball 3. Now a 3-0 count for Matt Houlihan. Nobody out. Excuse me, nobody on with 1 out. That pitch misses low, ball 4. So Houlihan walks his second batter of the day. And a chance possibly for the third double play of the game. He had one in the first inning, a 6-4-3, and then a 1-6-3 in the second. There's a heads-up play by Matt Houlihan, bringing it down to second, getting that first out. Here's the first pitch. That one, it gets away from Pollum, and that'll be a wild pitch that advances Sears over to second base. So 5 straight balls for Matt Houlihan. See if he can get back on track. Houlihan from the stretch. Looks over at second. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1s. Reno over there holding him at second. Reno's been all over the place this season. He started at third base, played there for the majority of the season until last Wednesday against the Whiskey Jacks. Then he started playing short, and this is his second game at second base. Very versatile. Some broken bat at Reno. Lob over to first in time for out number 2. That'll advance Sears over to third. It's a pretty big chunk of wood that snapped off. So that'll bring up the first batter, Tyler Push. The left fielder struck out in the first inning. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the third, it'll be Chauncey Callier, Justin Henley, and Drew Pollum, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. The 1-0. Hit in the air and out of play down the first base side.
Heads up, everyone. Call Minor Sports Center at 701-829-0989.
Push the season batting .240, 6 for 25 with 5 runs and 6 strikeouts. The 1-1. This one is hit at Reno, second baseman, and he boots it. And another error by Austin Reno. He has had a lot of those this season. And that will score Dylan Sears. In fact, that is 3 straight games with an error by Austin Reno. He's made some great plays this season, but he's missed a lot of easy ones. Freshman from Lindsey Wilson College in Kentucky. This one grounded at Callier, the third baseman. On the run, throw to first. In time. We're out number 3, so Houlihan allows 2 runners on, but they get out of it. And it remains, well, actually, it's 3-1, my mistake. As we move on to the bottom of the third, it'll be Callier, Henley, and Pollum. We'll be right back after the break here on 1390 KRRZ.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
So the Moo get their first run of the game. I don't know if you want to call it an RBI, but an error by Tyler Push gets him on first base, which brings home Dylan Sears to the plate. As for the Sabre Dogs, they'll try to keep it going offensively as they lead 3-1 with Chauncey Collier, Justin Henley, and Drew Palm coming to the plate, the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Sabre Dogs. First pitch from J.D. Mays. This is inside, ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Make it 1-1. Collier steps in. Oh, misses low for ball 2. Collier coming into this game leading the league in hits and stolen bases. He has 21 hits and 9 snagged bags. Also batting .362 on the year. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt for ball 2. So that'll even the count. Wind up and the pitch. This one grounded at the third baseman, Hesse. Throw to first. Nice dig by the first baseman, Laney, and he gets the out by a step. Justin Henley comes to the plate. He reached via walk in the first and was stranded on third. First pitch to Henley. Misses up high for ball 1. The 1-0, that one misses for ball 2. Wind up and the pitch. It makes it 3-0 for Henley. So Henley on track for a second walk of the day with 1 out, nobody aboard here in the bottom of the third. J.D. Mays just trying to get through an inning without anything happening. Now one misses for ball 4. That is his second walk allowed into this game, his 7th of the season, as he had allowed 5 walks and 6 hits in 3 1/3 innings in his first 2 games. First pitch. This is up and in for ball 1. The 1-0, that one misses for ball 2. The 2-0 runner on first, Henley. That one in there for strike 1. Sam Powers on deck, Austin Reno in the hole for the Sabre Dogs. 2-1, and there's strike 2. Pitch by J.D. Mays. Palm waited on that breaking ball, but still pulled it foul. We'll stay at 2-2. Palm played right field yesterday for the first time this season. He allowed an error. Didn't have a whole lot of action out there, but he was a little shaky. Hopefully he can turn that around with things at the plate here tonight. The 2-2. This is blown away for ball 3. So with a full count and 1 out with 1 man aboard, J.D. Mays goes back to work for the move. Runner goes, hit in the air towards left field. It is hooking, and that will be foul in play, but in the dirt down the left field line. We will redo the 3-2 count. Risky doing the steal there by Henley. They're going to do it again as that one misses outside for ball 4, and that will put Drew Palm on safely at first via walk. Back-to-back walks for Mays, which will bring up Sam Powers, who flew out in the first inning to end the inning. First pitch to him, that one misses. Powers has played in the first 2 games, but didn't start in either of them. He came in to pinch hit. He's 0 for 2 with a run and a stolen base. This one, a weak grounder at the shortstop, Hesse. Third baseman throw over to first in time for out number 2. That'll advance both runners on to second and third.
That brings up the second baseman, number 5. Put your hands together for Austin Reno.
So Reno comes to the plate. He got hit by a pitch in the second inning. Also scored a run. See if he can't produce here offensively. He is more than due. This one hit up the middle. Base hit, and I was right there. And 1 run will score and 2 runs will score. Has some trouble fielding in center field, and he will slide in safely into second base. So an RBI double by Austin Reno. Sabre Dogs now lead 5-1. I'll bring up Wilson Rubion, who had an RBI single in the bottom of the second. Another RBI opportunity here, and this one is hit just foul as it hooked down the first base line.
That brings up the right fielder, number 4, Wilson Rubion.
Rubion, the 5'7", 180-pound freshman from Paris Junior College. That one in there for strike 2. Coming up for the move, the 3-4-5 hitters, Charlie Hesse, Jack Simonson, and Omar Vilos. Here's the 0-2. Hit up the middle at the shortstop dodge, throw over to first in time as the second base umpire had to get out of the way to avoid getting hit there. So we will move to the top of the 4th. Sabre Dogs get 2 runs thanks to a 2 RBI double by Austin Reno. We'll be right back after these messages.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Sabre Dogs now leave it 5-1 as they actually said it was a single by Austin Reno. And an error advanced him over to second. Not quite sure if that final run is earned or not. We'll find out once the official stats have been turned in. It'll be listed as an E8. However, 5-1 lead now for Matt Houlihan, who is qualified for the win should the Sabre Dogs hold on here tonight. It's now the bottom of the hour. Been playing for a full 60 minutes. That first pitch in there for strike one to Charlie Hesse. Taking a look at some of the scores around the league. Hub City wins against Badlands 7-2. There's the 0-1. Grounded foul. Trappers lead 10-0 at the Whiskey Jacks in the top of the 7th. The second of the two-game doubleheader in which the Trappers won game 1. And then, how about this? The Horseheads looking to get the two-game doubleheader sweep as they lead in the top of the 5th, 7-0 against the Pioneers. So they could get a two-game sweep in the doubleheader. This one grounded at the third baseman Callier. 3 bounces, throw over to first in time for out number 1. So after today, the Pioneers could get their 4th loss of the season and drop 2 games in a row. And it looks like the Big Sticks are the team to beat. But like I said, they just lost 7-2 as they split doubleheader with the Hot Shots. First game was a blowout. It was a final score of 14-0. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Simonson, his first time up, got a base hit, but got out and a part of that 1-6-3 double play. The 1-0 in the dirt for ball 2. Simonson coming into today with just a total of 3 hits, got his 4th, his last time up. However, he does have 4 RBI and 4 runs. 2-0 hit well into right field, but not well enough, as backing up and making the play in right field is Wilson Rubion for out number 2. So Omar Vilos will come back to the plate. He was the 1-6-3 double play. That was in the 2nd inning. As this is his 3rd game he has played in, but the 2nd game he has started in this series. Wind up and the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Good job by Houlihan fighting and eventually getting the out despite being behind 3-0 that last at bat. This one is hit at Callier once again. Throw over to first in time for out number 3, and another perfect inning for Matt Houlihan. So we will move to the bottom of the 4th. Sabre Dogs lead 5-1 right here on 1390 KRRZ.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
Sabre Dogs still up 5-1. That's exactly how many hits that both teams have had as well. 5 hits for the Sabre Dogs and 1 for the Moo. Sabre Dogs now have the following hitters up, and it will be the top of the order: Philip Childs, Mason Dennison, and Cruz Taylor. Childs is 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base with a ground out, and got that single as he ran into the first baseman, Evan Laney. And he was shaken up for a little bit and got to his feet and then stole second. Dude, dude is tough. We'll see him hit for the third time today, as yesterday went 3 for 4 with 3 runs. Also had 2 stolen bases. And coming into today, batting .353. Mentioned he has 2 games with 3 hits already this season. And the other 2 games, he was hitless, so kind of back and forth. It's rather he's on and to the fullest extent, or he's not on and he ends up with no hits. But his first game, he did get aboard twice, despite not having any hits. It was via hit by pitch and by walk. In that game, he was 0 for 3. 5th game of the season by Childs. Here's the first pitch to him. Now misses outside for ball 1. One and 0. This one hit out of the shortstop Dodge. Goes it cleanly, throw over to first in time, and he has been marvelous over there at short for the Moo in this series defensively. And he came on to relieve yesterday in the 8th inning with 2 outs. He got a strikeout and then 3 flyouts to end the game in the bottom of the 9th. So Mason Dennison now comes to the plate, has a solo shot in the 1st inning and a flyout in the 2nd. First pitch, outside, ball 1. 1 out, nobody aboard for the Sabre Dogs.
And a strike as they happen. And a ball.
The 1-0. Hit in the air and out of play down the first base side. We'll even the count at 1-1.
Fans, this foul ball is brought to you by First Western Vegas Us. You'll never strike out when making with us.
This one hit at Dodge once again. Throw over to first for out number 2. And yesterday we had a stretch of batters for the Sabre Dogs. It was 5 in a row. Every single one of them was ground out to the shortstop. Never seen anything like that. And then the game before that, there was a stretch of 5 batters that all struck out, which, I mean, it makes more sense. It's more likely, but the fact that 6 players in a row grounded out to Kanan Dodge was just fascinating to me. First pitch, did that hit him again? That was in, and I think that just missed him by a couple inches as Taylor turned away. That will be ball 1 instead of a hit by pitch, as he was beamed in the 1st inning. The 1-0. A little blooper in the air. That will be caught by, guess who? Kanan Dodge. 3 straight plays for the shortstop. That will end the inning. We'll send it to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead at 5-1. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
5-1 still our score, as we have our first scoreless full inning, as Sabre Dogs were able to score 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third, with the Moose scoring 1 in the third. But no score in the fourth, as Matt Houlihan back on the bump after a perfect 1-2-3 fourth inning.
Is the next King of the night. First baseman number 12.
Evan Laney comes to the plate, strike out his first time up in the second inning. First pitch, ground ball at Callier, the third baseman. Fair ball, right on the line, as that will be a throw down to first in time for out number 1. Callier getting a lot of work over there at third base. That's his 5th ground out play he's had to field. And that'll bring up Jacob Wagaman, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Chauncey. First pitch. This one is fouled off as he was ahead of that breaking pitch by Houlihan. Houlihan allowed just 1 hit and 2 walks so far today. The 0-1. Now misses low and away. I'll even the count at 1-1. The pitch. And there's strike 2. Wagaman is one of 2 players from the University of Nebraska-Omaha, him and Evan Laney. That one in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to throw down to first in time by a half step for out number 2. That is strikeout number 3 on the day for Houlihan.
Next batter is second baseman number 1, Dylan Sears.
So Sears comes to the plate, reached via walk. And a wild pitch advanced him to second. Fielder's choice advanced him to third and scored on Tyler Push's error that got him on base. And that one in the dirt. Palm can't field that one.
Remember, fans, if you have a
Ball 1.
strikeout on your bingo card, be sure to knock it off.
The 1-0. That one in there for strike 1. So Houlihan with no earned runs officially today. 1 run allowed. This one's swing and a miss for strike 2. Houlihan with a nice day so far. 4 2/3 innings. 1 hit, 1 run, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts with 16 batters faced. Here's the 1-2. This one grounded at the first baseman Powers, and he will get the unassisted third out. So 2 straight perfect innings for Matt Houlihan. He is having himself a day. We'll move on to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sabre Dogs lead it 5-1 right here on 1390 KRRZ.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs lead at 5-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Chauncey Callier, Justin Henley, and Drew Palm coming up, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. As we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Moo. And that will be Cade Kirkamo, number 18. We've seen him before. He pitched early on in the series, in which he went 1 2/3 innings. pitched very well. See what he does here.
Leading up the inning for your Sabre Dogs is the third baseman, number 10, Chauncey Callier.
So J.D. Mays is done after 4 innings of work today. First pitch, foul back into the screen for strike 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, would Mark Having please report to fan services on the first base concourse? Would Mark Having please report to fan services on the first base concourse? Thank you.
Here is the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for Chauncey. He has been behind in the count for the majority of his at-bats so far this season. Usually doesn't bother him too much though. However, he does have a very high amount of strikeouts. Right now, he's sitting at 14, which is 3 behind the team-leading Austin Reno. This one grounded foul, and we'll stay at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Chauncey. Hit in the air, high, and down the first base side. And that will be out of play. Heads up over there in the kids area.
Friendly reminder to keep your eye on the game at all times. And be aware.
Stay at 0-2.
Bats and balls that may leave the playing surface. Thank you.
Kirkemo from the stretch. Here's a pitch. This one grounded at the third baseman. That is that in time? Yes, it is. Just barely. Hesse gets him for route number 1.
Next batter, the designated hitter, number
So that will
24,
bring up Justin Henley. Henley, in his first 2 plate appearances, both walks. Stranded on second in the first inning and came around to score in the third. First pitch. That one misses low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In there for strike 1. Houlihan most likely going to come back out for the top of the 6th. We'll see how far he goes. He's been just wheeling and dealing. And Moo haven't stand a chance here. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball by Henley makes it 1-2. The pitch. Misses low for ball 2. That evens the count with 1 out, nobody aboard. Sabre Dogs lead at 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. 5 hits, 5 runs for the Sabre Dogs. 1 hit, 1 run for the Moo. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Henley down on strikes. That's his 10th of the season. That brings up Drew Pollum. RBI ground out in the first and a run reaching via walk in the 3rd inning. First pitch in there, strike 1. Came in through the back door. Nice pitch by Kirkemo. The 0-1. In there, strike 2. Kirkemo in his 4th game. ERA of 193 in 4 2/3 innings with 11 strikeouts. That's a 21.2 K per 9 inning ratio. That's disgusting. Here's the 0-2. Misses low for ball 1. He also is allowed just 1 hit and 5 walks allowed. 1-2. This one is grounded foul down the third base line. We'll keep it at 1-2. Sabre Dogs trying to avoid their second consecutive 1-2-3 inning in a row. So here's the pitch. He's going to hit in the air. That will stay in the infield as Kanan Dodge will make the catch for out number 3. So that will send us to the top of the 6th. Houlihan back on the bump for the Sabre Dogs. We'll see how he does coming up after the break.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs still lead at 5-1. Houlihan on for his 6th frame. He has been delightful for the Sabre Dogs so far today. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, none earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. As batting for the Moo is the 9-1-2 hitters, Rocky Botello, Tyler Push, and Kanan Dodge. Botello, his first time up, grounded out to the shortstop. And we are now in the 6th inning, just his 2nd at-bat on the day. 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings for Houlihan. See if he can make it 3. And in those innings, we have a total of 4 groundouts, a flyout, and a strikeout. As Houlihan has faced 17 batters. Just 1 hit so far allowed by Houlihan, and just the 2 walks. See if he can continue his dominance here as coming into the game. Not the greatest stats. His ERA going to drop significantly if he keeps this up. A 6.30 ERA heading into today on 10 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 7 hits with a 140 whip. First pitch misses for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Check swing, and that's going to be a fair ball. Oh, it started foul. It went fair, and it went back to being foul. Had some weird spin on that. It was a check swing bunt, if you will.
If you signed up for the 4 Bears dice roll, please go to fan services right now.
1-1 count for Houlihan. Works from the windup. 6'4" freshman from Montana State Billings University, and that one misses upstairs for ball 2. Two-one pitch in the air, and that will be in on the infield. Houlihan, and now Powers will make the play. First baseman for the Sabre Dogs gets out number 1. And it looks like we will be rain-free for the rest of the game as that system is going to miss us to the south. Good news there. It is still cloudy and a little chilly here in Minot, North Dakota on this beautiful June 9th, 2019 ball game. So after the flyout by Botello, that brings up Tyler Push, who is 0 for 2, reaching via walk in the 3rd inning and struck out in the 1st. First pitch in there, strike one.
Fans, that was a lucky strike of the inning. Brought to you by Northville Bowl.
So here's the 0-1 to Tyler Push. Hit in the air. Another shallow fly ball. Coming over and making the play is the second baseman, Reno, who keeps an eye on it. Wind pushed it, and it was slicing towards the first base foul line. Big concentration by the second baseman for the Sabre Dogs. That'll bring up Kanan Dodge.
Number 2, Kanan Dodge.
Batting 3 for 7 on the series with 3 RBI and 2 runs with 3 stolen bases. First pitch in there, strike one. Him and Peter Carlson have been tearing up the Sabre Dogs in the series. As Carlson not playing tonight, he had 2 runs and 2 strikeouts with an RBI coming into this game, 3 for 7, just like Dodge. And that one misses for ball 1. And it's not just been offensively for Dodge, it's been defensively and on the mound yesterday, as he faced 4 batters and retired all of them and got 1 strikeout. The 1-1. In there, strike 2. The 1-2. That one just misses on the outside edge for ball 2. Coming up next for the Sabre Dogs, it'll be Powers, Reno, and then Rubion, the 7-8-9 hitters. Here's a 2-2. That one is foul. Down the first base line. We will redo the 2-2 pitch coming up. Wind up and the pitch. In the air towards left field. Childs backing up, and he's not going to get this one. One bounce and off the wall. And rounding second and staying there is Kanan Dodge, who gets on via a 2-out double. That'll bring up Charlie Hesse. 2 ground outs, including a double play in the first inning. Hesse has a runner in scoring position. Not a whole lot of success for Hesse in the series, batting just 100. He's 1 for 10. That one misses in front of the plate, and Paul knocks it down. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Reno kind of lurking over towards second base, trying to hold on Dodge. Very quick, could steal third. That one misses outside for ball 2. With Reno drifting towards second, there's a big gap between Reno and Powers, the first and second basemen for the Sabre Dogs. Now Reno backs off and gets to his normal position. Now Dennison drifts over, and that pitch misses for ball 3. Julian trying to get that final out here in the top of the 6th. Sabre Dogs lead 5-1. Allowed just 2 hits, no earned runs. Now Julian steps off. Nobody holding on Dodge at second. Dennison, the shortstop, kind of drifting over. Big gap between Dennison and Calliers. Callier has to make sure that he's prepared if Dodge were going to steal. And that pitch misses outside for ball 4. So now 2 straight runners aboard for the Moo, and now a quick mound visit from pitching coach Justin Mulvaney. As Dennison comes over and talks. Possibly a pickoff attempt. And now Jason Mapston will head over to the bullpen. We'll take this opportunity to get you some updates on the scores. Pier Trappers get the 2-game sweep and shut out the Whiskey Jacks in both games. 4-0 in the first game, 6-0 in the second. That just finalized not too long ago. Casper Horseheads, 5-run comeback as they now lead just 7-5. The Horseheads do. They lead just 7-5 in the top of the 6th. So the Pioneers trying to make a comeback here and avoid the sweep. Also, the Hub City Hot Shots and the Badlands Big Sticks split in their doubleheader. Hot Shots win the second one 7-2. Big Sticks win the first one 14-0, and the Sasquatch beat the Sawbusters 11-5. That game started at 2:05. So here's the first pitch to Jack Simonson as that pitch misses inside for ball 1. So now 5 straight balls for Matt Houlihan. Simonson is 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. The 1-0 in there for strike 1. Two runners aboard, 2 outs, 1-1 count, and now Houlihan steps off the back of the mound. Tennyson drifting over towards second. Here's the pitch. Some grounded over the head of Houlihan. Charging is Dennison. Throw over to first in time. And that will do it. So Houlihan escapes the jam. Sabre Dogs still lead 5-1. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Powers, Reno, and Rubion coming up after these 2 messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Sabre Dogs lead 5-1. Haven't had a single run since the bottom of the 3rd with 5 consecutive scoreless frames by both teams. And once again, for the 3rd straight inning, it'll be Cade Kirkemo coming out onto the mound. And after 2 innings, Kirkemo pitching pretty well. No runs, no walks, no hits, with a strikeout. That will bring up the 7-8-9 hitters. Sam Powers, Austin Reno, and Wilson Rubion. Powers is 0 for 2, a flyout and a groundout. Oh man, a wave of the smell of the hot dogs from the concession stand just blew through. Man, do they smell good right now. You come out to a Sabre Dogs game, be sure to order plenty of food at the concession stand. Everything there is fantastic. Especially the brats. The brats are amazing here. The 5-1 lead for the Sabre Dogs brings up Sam Powers. The first pitch to him in there for strike 1. Powers looking for his first hit of the day. That one misses low. Even the count at 1-1. The pitch, Kirkemo. That one fouled out of play. Into the parking lot for strike 2.
Where they take pride in the quality of their work.
Powers batting 147 on the season. Awaits the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, that makes it count 2-2. Had the incorrect count on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Pitching staff for the Moo with a 3.11 ERA coming into today's game. That one outside, ball 4 for Sam Powers as he's aboard for the first time today. That'll bring up Austin Reno. Reno with a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning. He also reached second base after the center fielder Botello booted the grounder to him. Here's the first pitch to the freshman from Lindsey Wilson College. Foul back and out of play, strike 1.
Haynes, this ball sponsored by Capital Reed. All about family, all about fun.
Jace is stretching over there in the bullpen. See when he comes in, if he'll be after this inning or if they wait a little bit longer. Quick throw over to check on Sam Powers. This one also out of play, foul. Make it 0-2 to Austin Reno. Wilson Rubion, the 9th hitter, on deck. And Phil Childs is in the hole, and that will bring up the 4th time through the hitting order. And now Powers caught in between the base paths, throw down to second. Swing move by Powers, not going to work this time. One, 3-6, caught stealing. And Sam Powers make his way towards the dugout, and it'll be 0-2 to Reno with nobody aboard with 1 out. Kirkemo working from the stretch. There's the pitch. This one's hit to shallow right field. And Wagaman, the right fielder, calling off Sears to make the catch for out number 2. I'll bring up Wilson Rubion. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the 2nd and a ground out in the 3rd. Kirkemo looking for his his 3rd consecutive 3-batter inning. Misses upstairs, off the glove, and past Omar Vilos for ball 1. Reminder that tomorrow the Sabre Dogs have an off day, and then they are back at it on Tuesday against the Hub City Hot Shots in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Here's the 1-0. This one is fouled out of play. That one hits, I believe, the RV out there resting in the 3rd base side. That evens the count at 1-1 to the left-handed hitter, Wilson Rubion from Paris Junior College. The pitch. This one fouled out, same exact spot. Okay, maybe it was a little less shallow, but still the same area. The 1-2 now to Wilson. The pitch. This one is hit at the second baseman Sears to let it bounce once. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. So now 3 consecutive 1-2-3 innings for Cade Kirkamo. He's been dealing, and Sabre Dogs haven't been able to get anything going since the third when JD Mays was pulled. So it is still 5-1, and Houlihan on for his 7th inning of work. We'll see how he does after the break.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
5-1 still to score here at Corbett Field. As Omar Vilos coming up, the catcher for the Moo. Evan Laney on deck and Jacob Wagaman in the hole. The 5, 6, 7 hitters for Matt Houlihan. Abston continues to warm up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. First pitch from Houlihan. Misses low for ball 1. Vilos is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. This one hitting the left field, and that will be just foul. Make it 1-1. Trying to retrieve that foul ball, taking a little while, and throwing it over towards the Sabre Dogs dugout. And that gives Velo some extra practice swings here. And now a meeting between the catcher Drew Collum and Matt Houlihan. Make sure that they're on the same page. No one on, no one out. First batter that Houlihan has faced here in the top of the 7th. Omar Vilos. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 2. Houlihan 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run unearned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts so far today. Wind up and the pitch from Houlihan. In there, strike 2, and he battles back to even the count. The pitch. This one is grounded, and that is a fair ball down the third baseline into the corner, rounding first and heading for second is Vilos, and he will be in there safely. So a no-out double for Vilos, and that will bring up Evan Laney.
Next up, the first baseman, number 12, tonight's King Man of the Night.
Laney 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
If he strikes out again, Sabre Dogs fans, that's 24-ounce soft drink gets updated to a 32-ouncer. Let's make some noise and get him out.
Runner in scoring position for the Moo now, as they have not been able to score runs since the 3rd inning. Just have 3 hits on the day. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Laney comes into the game just 1 for 8 on the season in 4 games played. Here's the 1-0 from Matt Houlihan. This one grounded at the shortstop, Reno. He'll field it, look at the runner at second, throw to first. In time, runner will not advance, and they'll get their first out of the inning.
Next batter of the right fielder, number 14, Jacob Wagaman.
They'll bring up Wagaman, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. He is hitless in 6 games, 0 for 10, a run and 2 strikeouts. This is his first game in this 3-game series. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1 on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, in front of Paulum, blocking it. Runner will not advance. We'll even the count up at 1-1. Houlihan from the stretch. Looks back at second. And delivers. That one in the dirt once again for ball 2. Sabre Dogs go on the road after today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday matchup against the Hub City Hotshots as the 2-1 is a swing and a miss to even the count. With 1 down and a runner on second, that being Omar Avilos, who got on via a double. The pitch. That one off of the foot, I think, of Paulum. It gets away towards the dugout of the Moo, and that's going to advance the runner on over to third. So runner on third with just 1 out, and a sac fly would do it and get the Moo their second run of the game. The 3-2, hit up the middle, base hit. And that will give them their second run of the game. And Jacob Wagaman with his first hit of the season, and it's an RBI single.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 1, Dylan Sears.
That will bring up Dylan Sears. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, a run, and a ground out. Sears stands in. First pitch to him. In the dirt once again for a ball. I think that's the 4th straight pitch in the dirt for Matt Houlihan. Here's a 1-0 pitch from Houlihan. Actually threw over to first. Check up on Wagaman. Has 0 stolen bases so far on the season. And here's the pitch. That one misses ball 2 and a fake steal. Wagaman started to go and then stopped halfway. Here's the 2-0 count to the second baseman, Dylan Sears. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, baby.
Mapston still continuing to get loose in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Another throw over to first. Wagaman getting a pretty big lead over there. Sabre Dogs now lead 5-2 after a double by Velos and an RBI single by Jacob Wagaman. The 2-1 runner goes. This one a foul ball on the third base side and out of play.
Fans are reminded to keep your eyes on the field at all times and be aware of flying bats and balls that leave the playing area. Thank you.
I'll make it 2-2 now. Houlihan fights back to even the count with one out here in the top of the 7th. Houlihan allowed his first earned run of the day. Houlihan taking a while in the stretch, now steps off after timeout called by Sears. So for the Sabre Dogs coming up, we have the 9, 1, and 2 hitters, Rubion, Childs, and Dennison. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him, strike 3, route number 2.
Next batter, the center fielder, number 11.
Strikeout number 5 for Houlihan. That brings up Rocky Botello, the 9th hitter for the Moo. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Still got a runner over at first, and now a quick step off. On the stretch. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air, slicing foul. Hustling is Powers and Reno, and diving into the fence is Reno, and he's slow to get up. He went full speed and slid right into the fence. He gets up to his feet, but slowly, and he jogs it off. Great hustle, but you gotta be smart with plays like that. It landed in foul territory. Into the wire fence. Has a little bit of give, but it's definitely not soft. There's no padding over there. He will stay in the game. Now bends over and signals Corey Thompson and the trainer to head back to the dugout. Count 0-1 to Rocky Botello, center fielder for the Moo. And now another timeout called by Botello. Houlihan likes to take long looks over there at first base. The pitch. Couple feet in front of the plate, and nice block by Pollum. Make it 1-1. This one is hitting to left field, and that will be into left field for another base hit. And rounding second and coming in for third is the runner Wagaman, and he is in safely at third, and Rocky Botello has a double. So now Mulvaney will come out to the mound. Mapston still in the bullpen. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. We'll see if he stays in or if he will come out, and looks like this might just be a little mound visit. Talking strategy here with leadoff hitter Tyler Push coming to the plate. He is 0 for 3. Fly out, strikeout, and reaching first via an error in the 3rd. So now both teams with 5 hits on the day. Houlihan will stay out there for the time being. Taking a look at that Casper, West Nebraska score. That game just 7 innings, and now they're in the bottom of the 7th, and the Pioneers have tied it with the Horseheads at 7. It was 7-0. They come all the way back, and they might have extras, possibly, if the Caspers don't win it. Excuse me, the Horseheads don't win it in the bottom of the 7th. Pioneers trying to avoid this sweep here today. That pitch in there for strike 1. Houlihan practically almost flawless through the 6th inning. And here in the 7th, struggling just a little bit. He can still get out of here, allowing just 1 run if he gets this 3rd and final out. Tyler Push wants time. Wagaman over at 3rd after an RBI single and advancing to 3rd via Rocky Patello's 2-out double. The 0-1 in the dirt, ball 1. There's been a lot of those pitches in the dirt today from Houlihan. Ballum has been blocking pretty much almost all of them. Something he has not been the best at so far this year. Hoping he can keep getting better. Really something that all the catchers have struggled with so far this season. Here is the 1-1. That one fouled back, and that will be strike 2. So now the count in Houlihan's favor. He's been trying a while now to get that final 3rd out.
Fans, a friendly reminder that all alcohol sales will cease after the 7th inning. Reminder that all alcohol sales will be ceased after the 7th inning.
Here is the 1-2. Houlihan working from the windup now. Here's the pitch. It's grounded past Houlihan towards the second baseman. It'll be in time. Now the second runner trying to score, and he'll be thrown out at the plate. So they get 1 run in as Tyler Push beats out the throw. And Reno, instead of throwing it over to first, he eats it and throws it home. Good heads-up play by Reno. As he gets thrown out, that will be a 4-2 for the final out. So we will head to the bottom of the 7th coming up after these messages.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Kirkamo out for another inning as he came in after the 3rd and has been basically perfect since then. He has retired 9 batters in a row. And that will bring up the top of the order, Philip Childs. He hasn't gotten an at-bat since the 4th inning. Has a score 5-3 after a 2-run 7th from the Fremont Moo. Philip Childs is 1 for 3 so far today with a stolen base.
Leading off the early career Sabre Dogs is Delta fielder number 19, Philip Childs.
See if the Sabre Dogs can answer after their lead is trimmed to 2 runs. First pitch, low for ball 1. 1-0, misses upstairs for ball 2.
Fans, a friendly reminder that all alcohol sales are ceased after this inning. Last call for beer, last call for alcohol.
2-0 from Cade Kirkemo. This one grounded at the third baseman, Hesse. Throw to first in time, just got him for out number 1. That brings up Mason Dennison, who is 1 for 3 with a solo shot in the first inning, a flyout and a ground out.
Mason Dennison.
Kirkemo trying to get his 4th consecutive 1-2-3 inning as he retires the first batter. The pitch misses outside for ball 1. So far, 3 1/3 innings for Kirkemo. No hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and no runs. The 1-0 in there, strike 1. Mapston has been warming up for quite a while now. Pretty sure he's more than loose. One. That one misses for ball 2. Here's the 2-1. Now misses outside for ball 3. Dennison trying to reach safely for the second time today. He stands in. Sophomore from the University of West Florida. As that one misses outside for ball 4. So the Sabre Dogs are in business here in the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 11, Bruce Taylor.
Taylor due for a hit. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run, with a ground out and a fly out. Kirkemo from the stretch. Let's it go. In there, strike 1 in the outside corner. Quick throw back to first for the left-handed pitcher from Cal Poly Pomona. Hometown of Riverside, California. Had to make quite the journey out here for the Expedition League. The 0-1. Check swing. That one was in for a strike regardless. That'll make it 0-2 to Taylor. Another throw back to first. Have yet to have anyone with more than 1 hit today from either team. Runner goes, pitches upstairs, the throw down to second, not in time, and a stolen base for Mason Dennison. Taylor now with a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Sabre Dogs have been scoreless since the 3rd inning. It's been all Cade Kirkemo. Now Dennison goes for third, swing and a miss, strike 3. And he will steal third, but a strikeout. That will bring up Chauncey Callier, runner on third with 2 outs. Chauncey is 1 for 3 with a single. and 2 ground outs. And in the first inning, he was stranded on third. And now they're going to intentionally walk Chauncey Taylor. Excuse me, they're going to intentionally walk Chauncey Callier, and that'll bring up Justin Henley.
That brings up the designated hitter, number 24, Justin Henley. Remember, fans were only 3 runs away from the 8-run limit to win yourself a free donut from Bearscat Bakehouse. Let me hear you make some noise.
Justin Henley 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 2 walks, and a run on the day. First pitch to him. Now he misses, ball 1. Callier is a threat, to say the least, at first base. Has the most stolen bases in the entire league with 9. Doesn't have any yet today. And now he's going to be caught between the bases, and Dennison's going to be caught between third and home. And he will try to get under the tag and will be unsuccessful. And it'll be a caught stealing for Mason Dennison that will end the inning. So that will send us to the top of the 8th. Sabre Dogs still in command. Our score, Sabre Dogs 5, Moo 3.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
New pitcher is Jace Mapston, the lefty from Paris JUCO. Mapston with an ERA of just 2 in 3 games, 9 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 3 hits, an .089 whip. See if the Sabre Dogs can hold on here. As Houlihan has done after 7 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 hits, and 2 earned runs for Matt Houlihan. Matt Mapston been one of the sturdier pitchers for the Sabre Dogs this season. Him and Spooner and Lockster Camp out of the bullpen have been great. Brenzer Mendoza has shown some great flashes as well as start well. And they're trying to figure out the rest of their pitching rotation in terms of the starters. See if Cody Waters can't get some good outings from him, as his first one was a little shaky, but he showed that he has the ability to pitch well, as he came in for an inning of relief yesterday and didn't allow a run or a hit. And of course, Xavier Caldwell has been the best starter for the Sabre Dogs so far this season. And as for Houlihan, his numbers surely to improve after today's outing. So coming up for the Moo is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Kanan Dodge, Charlie Hesse, and Jack Simonson. Dodge is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Dogs trying to hold on to that 5-3 lead after giving up 2 runs in the 7th. First pitch misses upstairs, ball 1.
Come on, Jason, let's go. Come on, Mappy.
The 1-0. In there, strike 1. Evens the count. Mapston A very quick pitcher. As soon as he catches it, he's right back on the mound and dealing. Is that pitch in there for strike 2? 1-2 from Abston. This one fouled off of dodge. And the count will stay 1-2. Houlihan will jog down to the bullpen. Here's a 1-2. This one grounded at the shortstop, Dennison. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. Now bring up Charlie Hesse. 0 for 2 with the walk and 2 groundouts on the day. Hesse, an infielder from North Dakota State. So familiar with the area. First pitch misses. Ball 1. He's from Mendota Heights, Minnesota. Standing at 6'1", 180 pounds. Playing third base for the Moo this afternoon. Here's a 1-0. Hit in the air. That'll be in play. It's hooking foul. And it will be caught. A nice over-the-shoulder catch by Sam Powers. That'll be 2 down for Jack Simonson, who is 0 for 3. 1 for 3. As he had a single in the second, but was thrown out at second and a part of a 1-6-3 double play. That brings him up for his 4th at-bat. This one fouled out of play for strike 1.
Heads up, everybody. Call minus collision center at 701-839-0989. We'll take 5 in the ball the other way.
0-1 pitch in there, strike 2. Jace quickly ahead in the count. On deck is Omar Velos. Now calling time is Simonson.
I would too.
It's paced a little bit too quick for Mapston's liking. For Simonson's liking. The 0-2. This one is hit to left field, base hit. And Childs will field it and make the throw in, and that will keep him at first base. That's just the 4th hit that Mapston has allowed all season. A double and a run for Velos in the 7th inning, as well as 2 groundouts. He will stand in with a runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. First pitch, up and in for ball 1. Mapston working from the stretch for the first time today. Looks over at first, swing and a miss. Strike 2, fastball upstairs and in. Velos couldn't handle it, and the count is even. Dogs trying to hold on to their 5-3 lead. Here is the pitch. Breaking pitch misses up for ball 2. Sabre Dogs have Justin Henley, Drew Paulham, and Sam Powers coming up, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. This one is hit into right field, and that will be sliced foul. Fans, be sure to come out to Historic Corbett Field July 15th for the Fan Fest. This will be tons of food, family, fun, entertainment. And the All-Star Game coming up the next day on July 16th. So here's the 2-2. This one hit high in the air in the infield. Powers trying to make the play. And that will be caught for out number 3. So 1 hit allowed from Mapston, and that is all the Moo can do against the lefty from Paris JUCO will head to the bottom of the 8th, coming up after the break.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the one call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
5-3 Sabre Dog lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. 7 hits for the Moo and 5 hits for the Sabre Dogs. As we have a new pitcher, it will be the right-handed Tom Ginther, who came in on Friday, and he ended up being the loser as he allowed 2 runs and 3 wild pitches that brought Cruz Taylor home. So Kirkomo's final stats, let's take a look at those, and it will be 4 innings of work, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts with no hits. What a day for Cade Kirkomo. See if Ginther can redeem himself. Or will the Sabre Dogs leave where they left off? As it'll be the DH Justin Henley coming to the plate for the Sabre Dogs. As he is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 2 walks, as he wasn't able to finish his at-bat the last time, as Chauncey Collier bolted for second as he was caught in a pickle, and that immediately triggered Mason Dennison to run home, and he was caught stealing at the plate for the final out in the 7th inning. So Dennison was trying to get the steal cycle, was unable to do so. Let's see if Henley can get things going for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 8th. No hits since the 3rd inning. As J.D. May came in, started rough, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, and no strikeouts for J.D. Mays. It's been a completely different game since Kirkomo came in. Only faced 13 batters in 4 innings. First pitch is low for the side-armed pitcher from North Dakota State. Ginther works from the stretch. The pitch, swing and a miss. Now even the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. This one is grounded slowly at the second baseman. Throw over to first and in time for out number 1. That'll bring up Drew Pollum. 0 for 2 with a run and an RBI ground out, as well as a fly out in the 5th inning. Sabre Dogs still looking for their first hit since the 3rd inning. First pitch. In there, strike 1 in the outside corner. The 0-1. Hit into right field, and that will be caught by Jacob Wagaman for out number 2. That'll bring up Sam Powers. 0 for 2. Got on via walk, and then was caught stealing in the 6th.
Next batter is the first baseman, number 28, Sam Powers.
First pitch to Powers, in there, strike 1. And going into the game on Friday, Ginther allowed just 1 earned run, and things were all over the place for him as his whip and ERA skyrocketed. This one hit into left field, base hit past the diving third baseman Charlie Hesse. So a 2-out base hit for Powers, and that will bring up Austin Reno. 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI single.
Second baseman, number 5. Put your hands together for Austin Reno.
The first pitch from Ginther to Reno. This one's hit up the middle, and that is fielded by Sears, the second baseman, and he taps the second base for the easy out. So that will send us to the top of the 9th. And we'll see who the pitcher is as we head to the final frame. Sabre Dogs lead it 5-3. They'll go for the save coming up after the break.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Be sure to turn in your application to our
Final frame will be in the hands of Jace Mapston. He'll go for the 2-inning save as they lead 5-3 with the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming to the plate. It'll be Evan Laney, Jacob Wagaman, and Dylan Sears. Laney 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Will lead things off for the Moo. And we actually have a pinch hitter here. And that will be Peter Carlson for the Moo. Mentioned he is doing very well against the Sabre Dogs this series, 3 for 7. First pitch. In there, strike 1.
Fans, that was the lucky strike presented to you by Brookville Bowl.
Heading into today's game, one of 2 hitters to have 3 hits in the first 2 games. That one is fouled back for strike 2. You have another pinch hitter coming up on deck. It'll be Brock Reller. 0-2 in the dirt for ball 1. As the Moo are down to their final 3 outs. Mapston, a nearly flawless first inning, allowed a hit. The 1-2. In there, strike 3, got him. For out number 1, Sabre Dogs trying to win this series here. After splitting the first series against the Pure Trappers and getting swept 2-0 against the Big Sticks in the second series, trying to get something good out of this 7-game homestand. They win today, they'll be 3-4. The longest homestand of the season. Swing and a miss, strike one for Brock Reller. Reller batting .262 on the season. He's played in every single game. Breaking pitch in there, strike two. Mapson is attacking hitters here in the 9th. Reller is 2 for 9 in the series, .222 average. That one misses outside, trying to get him to chase. 3 strikeouts and an RBI for Reller to go with his 2 hits. And another pinch hitter on deck. That is in the dirt for ball 2. And the man in question is Justin Ledgerwood. So 3 consecutive pinch hitters for the Moo. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. That'll bring up Ledgerwood. Batting .217 on the season, 10 for 46 on the year with 4 RBI, and in the series, he's 2 for 10 with two RBI and 3 strikeouts. Jason Mapson, an opportunity to strike out the side and finish this game. First pitch is grounded. That is fair. Collier racing, throwing, and that is in time, and that will end the game. Sabre Dogs win it. Final score, Sabre Dogs 3, Fremont Moo 3. 5-3 win, and the Sabre Dogs will move on to Hub City after they win this one. Again, final score, Sabre Dogs 5, Fremont Moo 3. We'll be right back after these messages with some stats and a post-game interview. We'll be right back. Sabre Dogs win it 5-3. I'm here with today's starting pitcher, Matt Houlihan. Gets the dub. 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Matt, how you feel?
I feel great after that one. Sure.
Good to hear. And Jace Mapson also had a nice 2 innings. Also came in, no earned runs. What's it like in the locker room now with the pitching staff?
It's definitely pretty ecstatic. We're really happy about how that game went out, and it really gives us the confidence to come back and do well against these teams that are pretty good. So I came out of that with a lot of confidence, and yeah.
For the most part, everything was clicking for you guys as a team. Hasn't happened a whole lot this season. What does that feel like for you guys right now?
Well, yeah, really big, especially offensively. Being able to take some of the pressure off my shoulders, especially since I have control of the game. The big home run in the beginning of the game, and then stacking on runs after that, being up 5 to whatever 1 by the 5th inning was a big deal for me, especially on the mound. I felt like I had all my stuff and that I could really give it to them and put it to them from a pitching standpoint.
Pitching staff, the starters, struggling a little bit so far early on this season. What are you trying to do to help get each other and improve each other moving forward?
Well, we're just trying to secure a winning mindset, I guess. It's hard to go out and put zeros on these good college hitting teams, and to see it today is going to bring a lot of hope and confidence for our team, and especially for myself being new to the whole pitching scene. College-wise, it's my second college start ever, so to get a big win like this for me is a big confidence builder, and also for our pitching staff. Yeah.
Said not a whole lot of zeros. I see a lot of zeros on the scoreboard there. Did a great job tonight. What's it like having such a reliable relief staff?
It feels really good. I knew the moment that Jace started warming up that I'd have somebody that had my back, especially since I gave up 2 runs in the last inning. My velocity started dropping off. I knew that somebody's going to have to come and finish her off. So yeah, I had a lot of confidence in that, and going forward, I'm sure that our closing pitching staff is going to have a lot more confidence to come in and shut the door.
Matt, great job tonight. Great seeing you. Appreciate the interview. We'll be right back after these messages with some of the stats from tonight's game.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
back with Jace Mapston. Came in, shut the door, 2 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts. Sabre Dogs win this one 5-3. First off, Jace, how do you feel?
I feel great. It feels good to come in and shut the door.
Do you get the save? 2-inning save, your second save of the season. Fantastic outing. What's it like for you to come in 2 innings here with having a 5-3 lead? What's going through your head?
Don't blow it. It's good to come in with a lead, and pitching with a lead's fun.
What's it like when you have a guy like Matt who comes out and has such a great outing, having to try to top that or perform at that level?
It's just I like to ask him what he's doing to get outs. Just something he's doing to have success, so I can carry that on.
You have a little bit of run support tonight. It's not been kind of the trend so far this season. You have 3 runs in the first 3 innings. What's it like having some run support here today?
It's big. The whole team's, starting to fall together pretty well now. We're getting some new guys. They're doing their thing. We're doing our thing, and it's starting to click.
What's it going to be like having a day off tomorrow? It's been a while since you had a day off.
It'll be nice.
You got any plans?
Well-needed day off.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Play some video
relax.
games.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Great. You'll probably get to have some more off time until your next outing, but still having a collective off day much required at this point.
Yeah.
Sabre Dogs win 5-3 here with Jace Mapston. One more thing. You got 3 straight games against the Hot Shots on the road and 3 more against the Upstate Hot Shots. You guys done any scouting on this team so far?
I couldn't tell you. I know they're a good ball club from whenever we played them earlier in the season, so we're just going to go out there and play our best.
Yeah, the Hot Shots really, just pretty much kind of the thing in this league. Not a whole lot of scouting, just because the fact that players get here kind of in a rush and get everything together quickly is kind of difficult. So, Jace, appreciate your time. Great job tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We'll send it to commercial, and then we'll get the stats from tonight's game. You're listening 1390 KRRZ.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs win it. Final score 5-3. Take a look at some of today's scores. Starting off, some of the stats from today's game. These are all unofficial. Leading off was Tyler Push. He went 0 for 4 with an RBI and a strikeout. Kanan Dodge went 1 for 3 with a double. Charlie Hesse was 0 for 3. Jack Simonson was 2 for 4. Omar Vilos was 1 for 4 with a run. Evan Laney was 0 for 3 and a strikeout. And Peter Carlson came in sub for him in the 9th. He was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Jacob Wagaman, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run with a strikeout. And then Brock Reller came in for him, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And then Dylan Sears, 0 for 3, batting 8th. And Ledgerwood was 0 for 1 with a ground out. And lastly, Rocky Botello was 1 for 3 with the double. On the mound was Jadarian Mays. He went 3 innings, 0 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits and 5 earned runs. Then Kay Kirkemo came in for 4 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and then no hits and no earned runs. And lastly, Tom Ginther with 1 inning of work with 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. As for the Sabre Dogs, leading off tonight was Philip Childs. He was 1 for 4 with a stolen base. Mason Dennison had a solo shot. He was 1 for 3 with a run and RBI. And 2 stolen bases. Almost had 3. He was caught stealing at home. Bruce Taylor was 0 for 3 today with a run and a strikeout. Chauncey Callier was 1 for 3. Justin Henley was 0 for 2 with 2 walks, a run, and a strikeout. Drew Collin was 0 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Batting 7th was Sam Powers. He was 1 for 3. Reno was 1 for 3 with a run and 2 RBI. And lastly, Wilson Rubion was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Matt Houlihan started for the Sabre Dogs. He went 7 innings, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 hits, and 2 earned runs allowed. And then Mapson came in and closed the door, got the save. 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit, and no earned runs. 7 batters faced. So the Sabre Dogs will be back in play on Tuesday against the Hub City Hotshots, a 3-game series, and then they will take on each other again on Friday through Sunday. So it'll be 6 straight games against the Hotshots with 3 on the road, 3 at home. That's going to do it for me. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for listening to 1390 KRRZ's coverage of Sabre Dogs baseball. From Jared Sleppy and Scott Kopaz, we're signing off.